ever wonder how Jim Crow started to crumble? Before Thurgood Marshall, before Brown v. Board of Education, before the Civil Rights Movement, one man was laying the groundwork to dismantle segregation from the inside out. Meet Charles Hamilton Houston. And if you've never heard of him, just know that he's the reason that separate but equal doesn't exist today. Let's talk about the lawyer who went to war with white supremacy in the courtroom. Houston wasn't just born brilliant, he was shaped by racism. He served in a segregated army during World War I, where black soldiers were treated worse than prisoners. He came home knowing that if black people wanted justice, they weren't going to get it from white lawmakers. So he went to Harvard Law, where he became the first black editor of the Harvard Law Review. Incredible. He didn't just want to be a lawyer, he wanted to train an army. Houston became the dean of Howard University's law school, where he trained an entire generation of black lawyers, including Thurgood Marshall. His plan? Use the law against itself. He knew white America wasn't going to give up segregation just because it was wrong. So instead, he forced them to prove that separate but equal actually existed. And when they couldn't, it set the stage to strike it down. Houston led the legal attack on Jim Crow case by case. It's one patient man. Gaines v. Canada, 1938, the Supreme Court ruled states couldn't deny black students access to law schools. Sweatt v. Painter, 1950, it exposed that black schools were nowhere near equal to white schools. McLaurin v. Oklahoma State Regents, 1950, it proved that separating black students within white schools was still harmful. These cases, they were the foundation for Brown v. Board of Education. And even though Houston died before he saw that victory, make no mistake, it wouldn't have happened without him. Charles Hamilton Houston wasn't just a lawyer. He was a strategist, a fighter, a man who turned the law into a weapon against racism. He knew America would never do the right thing willingly, so he made it undeniable. If we're going to talk about civil rights, we have to talk about him. Because before there was a movement, there was a blueprint. Say his name, Charles Hamilton Houston.